This is it, guys. We are going deep into smart home products with the Aqara N200, Xiaomi's new smart door lock that integrates automation, security, and innovation in a door lock. So let's start the review and find out what exactly is innovative with this product. How are you doing, my friends? I'm Otodil and welcome to my channel. I'm basically reviewing gadgets here on YouTube. That's all that I do. So feel free to click on the red subscribe button down below. If you do that and stick with me, stick with me during the duration of this channel, you will also be a part of the next gadget review because I have Xiaomi's newest, interesting, unexpected smart product also during this video, so definitely stick with me if you want to see something really cool. But today we are with the Aqara N200, and to demonstrate its capabilities, what I'm going to do now is basically show you a contraction I created that shows you everything that this can do without installing it to a door, because eventually I do want to show you different parts of the mechanism during this review. So this is the Aqara N200, and before I just say anything about it, you're gonna see that there are three parts to this door lock. The first one is the outside part. This is where basically people will come to your door and this is what they see. The second part is this. This is the actual door lock. And the third part is this one. This is what's inside the house, where you also can see that we have a battery bay, and we'll talk about the batteries in a moment. Also, what are the different features that we have on this device. But the first question you want to ask yourself is, why do you need a smart door lock? I think the answer is kind of interesting, because this door lock will let you know everything about what happens with your door. That means that you can easily know if the door is locked, if the door is closed, if the door is actually unlocked but still closed, and if someone actually tries to tamper with your door handle. You get notifications about everything with this door lock, as this is a Xiaomi device. It basically integrates with the Mi Home app. So you are connected to this and all of the actions that happened with it. You can actually unlock your door with this using 7 different methods. First one is the fingerprint scanner, which is a 3D fingerprint scanner, by the way. That means that if somebody actually uses a 2D photocopy or some kind of copy of your fingerprint, it will not open the door. You also have the option to enter a password or a temporary password. There are around 10 billion options for password here, because you have the entire numeric keypad, and the password is going to be 6 numbers in length. There's also obviously the option to mechanically or physically open the door by using a key, which you get 2 of. And this is a really unique key. I haven't seen something like that before. It's a slim design of a key that we usually see on a normal door. You can also use NFC, but that is limited to the Mi Band 4 and Xiaomi phones. And you can use your phone Bluetooth or Apple HomeKit. This door lock is so advanced, you can actually use 2-factor lock system to open the door. That means that you can use, for example, the fingerprint and some other method from the one that I just said to unlock the door. And it's just crazy because we do have 2-factor authentication these days on our digital products, but it seems like now we are also getting it on our physical space, which I think is kind of interesting. Another huge thing about using a smart lock system is that basically you can get a lot of automation done. This lock knows if you have left the house or not, or if somebody else left the house, for example, your wife. When you leave the house, maybe shut down all the lights in it, maybe even activate the vacuum cleaner, or actually turn off the TV, or whatever you want to do. You can just specify using the automation feature that you have on the Mi Home app that integrates with this door lock. There's a huge deal of security on this device. I mentioned the 3D fingerprint scanner, but there's also the 10 billion options keypad, numeric keypad over here. But there's also sensors here that let you know about anything that happens with this door lock. For example, one of them is over here, and I actually use something so it doesn't ring right now. But when somebody tampers with your door lock, you will get a huge, really loud alarm that can't be stopped. It will endlessly run until somebody deals with the door lock itself, or that you actually see that you have a notification on the phone that tells you that somebody's basically trying to either remove the handle from the door or is messing with your door and trying to brute force his way or her way into your house. I really think that is interesting, and I'll show you an example near the end of this video of that alarm also. So we get a ton of features on this device, like as you can see, we have LEDs on the numeric keypad. So we can basically enter our code if we want to enter the house. But first, let's lock the house, as you can see right now. So I'm just going to enter my code, and you're basically going to be able to see right now what happens. I'm going to press on the check mark. So now the house is unlocked and I can basically just enter the house. You will probably want to use the fingerprint anyway because it's going to be faster. So to do that, all I have to do is get my thumb in my case, because you can actually enter 50 different fingerprints on this device. Once you do get the white LED around the handle, you know that you've successfully opened the door or the lock. But if you fail, you'll see that you get a red one, and I just use the unrecognized fingerprint just to show you that. But eventually you can enter up to 50 types of fingerprints on it, and then you'll be able to lock or unlock the door. I really think this is amazing because it's really, as you can see, accurate as to if you're using the right finger or not. You can basically create a list of guests. These are the people that enter your house, and you'll have a log on the app that shows you who exactly entered your house and on what time. You also get English vocals on this, so this speaks to you if you did fail with your attempt to unlock the door. So for example, if I do fail on doing that,
exceeded limits. Verification lock for 5 minutes.
So now, as you just saw, I tried too many times to open the lock. So I'll have to get someone from the inside or use a mechanical key or some other feature to unlock the door, because the fingerprint is now disabled, as I did try to do that so many times. But obviously somebody from the inside can lock or unlock the door. There's also on the inside, there is this button that basically you press on it, and then you can basically unlock the door from the inside. And there is also the lock over here, which is gonna turn on this lock on the bottom. But we just heard the bell, and that's because we have a bell icon over here. So when I do press on it, you're gonna hear a bell noise. There's also an NFC label over here, and the mechanical key basically goes here. So when I do take this off, I can actually see the key cylinder, which is inside. And I like that because the design is awesome. I actually think it won an award, a design award. There's also one part over here that there are two sensors on this device. First of all, the first one here is gonna know it's actually blocked by this. This is the part that you're gonna have on the outer side of the door, obviously. So there's a sensor over here that will let the device know if the door is opened or closed. And there's another one over here, which we will see in action soon, that basically shows you if somebody tampered with the door handle. So when this button is not clicked, it's basically gonna shout endlessly until it's pressed again on the door. One thing you do wanna point out is that you probably will need to change the direction of the handles. To do that, there are two screws on the outer part of the handles themselves. So for example, on the black part over here, there is one screw that you'll be able to see if you take this cover off. So you do take the two covers off, and then you see there are two screws. Basically, turning these screws out and taking them out will let you change the direction of the handles. Another thing you want to know is that if you want to change the direction of this tongue, for example, this lock tongue, you'll be able to do that once you take out the two screws that you're going to have here and here. Once you take these two out, you'll be able to change the direction of this. So you'll be able to have total control over everything and then get it into any door you'll want. So they did think about everything here in terms of installation. Another huge thing I want to talk about is the app. It's just amazing. You have total control over automation. You can see who's currently basically unlocking the door, and you can set everything from guest lists to password to every and anything that this door handle can do. And also, Xiaomi already updated this device or product. So once you do connect to the app, you'll see that you can also update this and get new features. And this is something that you'll see on every Xiaomi product, which I think is amazing, that you always get updates and they always add features to it. This is also the case over here, but the app is a huge deal, the Mi Home app, because this is where you're gonna integrate this smart door handle with everything else that's gonna be smart from Xiaomi. But I do have to add this product is not for everybody. It's gonna need you to call a professional, probably a locksmith, that's gonna be able to install this to your door. There's gonna be a limit to the width of the door. Like always, in the links in the description below, I'm gonna put information on this product and what's gonna be basically the requirements for you to install this. I know it's gonna be between 4 centimeters or I think it's 4 centimeters to 12 centimeters the door width, but you're also gonna need some professional person to install this, as you do see that you get the schematics on it, and this is basically going to let you know where you have to drill on the door to get this installed. So this is huge, and thank God they included this, because you really, the professional person, the locksmith you're going to use definitely will need this to install this lock. You're going to get a manual in Chinese, but I'm also going to put links in the description of this video below to an English version of this manual. And once you get everything set up, you're gonna get left with nothing, as you can see over here, besides your lock, your key. And also another thing that's interesting that you need to know is that you're gonna have to basically remove part of these 2 screws because they are too long in my scenario, as you can see here. And this is because I haven't got this installed on the door. Once I do get this installed, I will have to basically take a part of these screws so they do fit the width that is required by the door I'm actually installing this on. So it's gonna be a lot of fun installing this, believe me. But once you do install this, you're gonna have a smart lock from Xiaomi, which I think is kind of crazy. So I talked about me going to some kind of adventure with you with the next Xiaomi gadget. And what I have here is the Xiaomi Purely. It's basically Xiaomi's newest air-conditioned mask, or corona mask, or antivirus mask, call it whatever you want. This is it, guys. And it has an active fan that you can basically press to activate. And once you do that, you can basically have an air intake that goes out and inside, and it's gonna be really interesting for people like me who really find it hard to breathe when they have these kind of masks on them. And I'm still gonna have to get used to it because I wanna review it on the channel. So for now, we're just gonna put it on me like so and see how it is. And you do have 3 options in terms of the speed over here. Yeah, but you really feel it. You really feel the wind. I like it a lot. If you have breathing problems like I do, definitely try this out. It's super expensive like this is. So I hope I don't break your bank with this video. But this is, by the way, this is the Smart Me version. This is without an active fan. You can also try that if you want. I really like it. This is my go-to Corona antivirus mask before this one was basically in the mail. So I'm just going to turn this one off. There's a USB obviously for you to charge it, so it's going to be used endlessly, so you can charge it again and again. I really think it's interesting. It's going to become my main Corona antivirus mask because I really have problems breathing with the normal ones like I mentioned. Yeah, so I do want to show you guys how it sounds like when you actually brute force the lock. And to do that, all I have to do is just take this part off. Okay, so this is it. This is what happens when somebody tries to brute force your lock. There's a sensor over here, a button sensor. When it's not pressed all the way, this happens. And as you can see, it can't be stopped. Basically, you have to reset the device by taking the batteries out, for example. But that's the only way to do it, and it's crazy. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this product? And if you did get it installed, how do you think about it now after installing it and using it? And like always, definitely subscribe so I can see you on my next gadget review. And it's gonna be really interesting soon. Believe me, you wanna stick with me because I have another Xiaomi device or product coming up really soon that's going to be also very interesting. Over here I have 2 videos for you to watch that are going to be about products that I think you're going to find interesting if you like this one. Another video over here, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely click on this button. So I'll see you on my next gadget review. I really hope I'm going to see you on my next gadget review. Thank you very much for watching. I was Roto Deal. I'm going to see you soon. Bye bye.